All right, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2025 Leaf Metal Sports Heroes to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, BMC.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we'll go live on eBay Live. Also, mention no purchase necessary. The link down in the description. All right. 15 boxes, 3 cards per box, 45 cards in total. Good luck, everybody. Edgar Martinez, 6 of 35. Barry Larkin, 2 of 7. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 1 of 5. Archie Griffin, 1 of 1. Ryan Sandberg, 3 of 6. And Pedro Martinez, 82 of 100 on card inscribed. Chase Hooper, 5 of 8. Terry Bradshaw, 1 of 1. Anthony Munoz, on card inscribed. Bill Parcells, 10 of 12. Pete Rose, 2 of 2. Jim Palmer, Ferguson Jenkins, and Jim Cat, 4 of 15. Donnie Wilkins, 10 of 15. Aaron Blanchfield, 2 of 30. And Bernard King, Adrian Dantley, George Gervin, Bob McAdoo, George McGinnis, Nate Archibald, Dave Bing, and Charlie Scott. 1 of 3 Octo Auto. Boom. Oh, that's going to be a fun random. Box number 6. Donnie Shell, 3 of 35. Joe Klico, on card inscribed, 85 of 100. And 1 of 1. Patrick Mahomes. Dave Justice, 17 of 35. Magic Johnson, 2 of 3. And Jim Kelly, on card inscribed, 86 or 62 of 100. Andy Van Slyke, 28/35. Joe Montana, 7/15. And Magic Johnson. On card inscribed, 94/150. Box number 9. Sam Perkins, 2/2. Mike Tyson, 4/4. And Felix Hernandez. On card inscribed, 71/100. Dylan Gabriel, 10/35. Allen Iverson, 13/35. And John Stallworth. On card inscribed, 100/100. Box number 11. Elvin Mathieu, 1/1. Reggie Jackson, 1/5. And Carlos Alcaraz. Looks like we are getting some tennis today. 6/15. Boom. Jim Palmer, 20/25. Colby Covington, 7/20. And franchise for Pete Rose, Barry Larkin, Tony Perez, and Paul O'Neill, 1/8. Box number 13. Chris Mullin, 3/8. Maya Hamm, 3/5. And Lennox Lewis, 10/10. Box number 14, Tony Oliva, 4/5. Edgerrin James, 5/6. And how about another one? Giannis Antetokounmpo, on card inscribed, 5/100. And final box of the break, box number 15. Good luck, everybody. Andre Reed, 5/6. Vlad Guerrero, 24/35. And Travis Hunter, 1/1. Boom. That is a great way to close it out. And that will do it for us for today. Thank you guys so much for being part of the breaks as always. Go ahead and get a hit recap going real quick. Then we've got a couple of randoms to take care of, to say the least. For the hits, Andy Van Slyke, Chase Hooper, Anthony Munoz, Bill Parcells, Dominique Wilkins, Aaron Blanchfield, Donnie Shell, Dave Justice, Felix Hernandez, Dylan Gabriel, Allen Iverson, Elvin Bethea, Carlos Alcaraz, Edgar Martinez, Barry Larkin, Giannis, Archie Griffin, Colby Covington, Chris Mullen, Edgerrin James, Giannis, and Andre Reed. One of one, Patrick Mahomes, Magic Johnson, Jim Kelly, Joe Montana, Magic Johnson, Mike Tyson, John Stallworth, Pedro Martinez, Pete Rose, Joe Clico, Jim Palmer, Maya Hamm, and Lennox Lewis. Ryan Sandberg, Terry Bradshaw, Sam Perkins, Reggie Jackson, Tony Oliva, Vladimir Guerrero, and Travis Hunter. One of one. And headed to random.org. Jim Cat, Ferguson Jenkins, and Jim Palmer, triple auto. Pete Rose, Barry Larkin, Tony Perez, and Paul O'Neill, quad auto. And Octo, Bernard King, Adrian Dantley, George Gervin, Bob McAdoo, George McGinnis, Nate Archibald, Dave Bing, and Charlie Scott. One of three. All right, we're going to head to random.org real quick and get these three knocked out. Catch you guys back here in a few minutes to get that squared away. And that will be it for us for today. So look forward to having you guys back here sometime soon. I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday. To random.org we go. All right, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Get it through how to about for us. We're going to go 10 times on each random, starting off with Jim Palmer and Ferguson Jenkins and Jim Cat. That is 9 times. On a roll. Ferguson Jenkins coming out on top. Congratulations. Next up is Pete Rose, Barry Larkin, Tony Perez, and Paul O'Neill. That is 9 times. Final roll. Pete Rose staying on top. Congratulations. And finally, Bernard King, Adrian Dantley, George Gervin, Bob McAdoo, George McGinnis, Nate Archibald, Dave Bing, and Charlie Scott. Octo Auto. That is 9 times. Final roll. Charlie Scott coming out on top. Congratulations. All right, that will do it for us for today. Thank you guys again. This has been BMC Collectibles Breaks. Look forward to having you guys back here sometime soon. And until next time, have a great rest of your Sunday.